What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Cup Series, and welcome to the 2006 season. The 4th annual MG Cup Series Daytona 500 is about to be underway in just a moment. We have not much of a difference, but a big difference at the same time, as we have 2 yellow lines rather than 1. But don't worry, we do not have a double yellow line rule. It's just not recommended to go down there. It's not like the street where it's illegal to cross the double yellow line, but it's not recommended to go down there because if you do that entering a corner, it's probably not going to end well. But yeah, this is possibly the biggest race of the season, or not the season, of the series in history, and probably will be the most competitive. You know why? Because we had the biggest entry list of drivers attempting to qualify for this race. We had 91 drivers trying to make it into the MG Cup Series Daytona 500 for this season, and only 43 obviously are able to make it in. But with that being said, we have a big time surprise actually on some of the drivers that were able to make it in, and some of the drivers that missed out. One of the biggest names, Dave Blaney, in the 22, did not make it into the field, but was out-qualified by Wayne Edwards in the number 22. No sponsors on that race car. A Boss Motorsports car. Among many drivers looking to only enter this one race, Regan Smith raced in yesterday's race. He was able to qualify for today's race. Terry Labonte attempted to qualify for today's race, was unable to. So he's back in retirement. But the green flag is in the air. Jimmy Johnson, your pole sitter, will lead the field to green. And you see the 11, the Denny Hamlin. He raced yesterday in the Grand National race. A race where Shane Meal saw the checkered flag. And now he's looking to use some of that practice and experience as an advantage here. As we head down the back straightaway for the first time. Bringing them up to speed, and here comes Hamlin to the inside. Denny Hamlin looking for the lead here from Daytona. Can he lead the first lap? Off of turn 4 for the first time here today. Johnson and Hamlin side by side. It's going to be Denny Hamlin at the stripe, leading the first lap of the day. Around midfield, Jeff Burton gets hung out to dry. He's stuck in the middle. Tony Stewart working his way through. Stewart won the... Did he win the 2000? Yeah, he won the 2005 Daytona 500. Won it last season, so looking to win it again. But he's going to have a lot of competition. A lot of hungry drivers looking for their first win. Look at them squeeze together 3 wide through the middle. As Casey Kane goes to the front now. Kane trying to block. Can he lead the lap? He does. But here comes Kevin Harvick, a driver who surprisingly is yet to win a race here in the MG Cup Series, even after such strong run at tracks like Texas and Auto Club. He's still yet to find victory lane, looking to change that here today. In that number 29, Reese's number 29. Nice, bright orange colors on that 29 car here today. Look at Brian Vickers now, working his way up into the mix, and Wayne Edwards, the surprise entrant into this race. Oh, contact, and we have a wreck. Big crash. Oh, more drivers coming in. Hard hit into the outside wall. And that's the 42 of Casey Mears that is destroyed. Wayne Edwards leads the race back to the caution flag. The underdog, the Cinderella story of Wayne Edwards. Imagine he wins the Daytona 500. But what happened here? Drivers all starting to bounce off the inside line. Everyone in the middle. I'm not sure why these guys like to squeeze together down to towards the bottom like that. But everyone in the middle slammed into the doors of the guys on the bottom line, and then I'm not sure who caused it here or what caused it. Oh, the 41 of Reed Sorensen got into the door of, I think Vickers. No, it was Kenseth that got too low and about door slammed somebody. The 22 of Edwards slid up, and everybody just followed the leader right down into the doors of the bottom of the race of the inside line, and then Casey, the two of the three Ganassi cars. We're gonna have to get a better angle. Here we go. You see Reed Sorensen, the rookie, gets down in the 19 of Elliott Sadler and squeezes poor Casey Mears, his teammate, up into the outside wall. Look at Jeff Gordon up into the wall as well. Ryan Newman sliding sideways. Dale Jarrett comes down, and he's going to collect the 77 of Brendan Gaughan. Another driver who qualified into this race, into just this race. I don't believe he's planning on making any more starts this season. Maybe Talladega and the second race at Daytona. Oh man, the 01 right into the door of the 88 as well. A pretty big accident. See Michael Waltrip nowhere to go. They kept piling into it there. The 45 of Kyle Petty slides. He's straightening it. He's gonna straighten it out, but he's got some damage to the nose of his car. A big crash here from Daytona. It's like a bomb went off in the middle of the field. We had an instant caution. May not have seen it, but the flag man did wave the red and yellow flags together to signal an instant caution. Man, this track kills my frames for some reason. I don't know why. But you see this 88 made some contact there, gets hit again. Chris Mack had it almost straightened out in that 86, but then comes back across the track and bang, right up into the outside wall. Man, a tough break for him. Their final, the Pirates Racing's final season, racing full-time in the EMG Cup Series, and before they dropped down to the lower division, the Grand National Series. And definitely not how they wanted their final Daytona 500 to go. I'm still gonna have to adjust my audio after Wayne Edwards is your leader. How about that for Wayne Edwards? Does anybody even know who that? I mean, no disrespect to Wayne Edwards, but I don't think anybody even really knew who he was. He was just a quiet guy that was able to scrape up enough money to enter into this race, and now here he is, leading from Daytona. Well, how about that for Wayne Edwards? 25 of Vickers to his inside now. Edwards on the outside line. Honestly, I don't think anyone was expecting that 22 to out-qualify Dave Blaney. If he does well, though, that might earn him a few more starts this season. I mean, this was supposed to just be a one-off. But hey, who knows? If he does good enough, he might be offered to come back for Talladega and Daytona once again, and then the second Daytona race. Who knows? But 3 wide through most of the field. That didn't end well last time. Will these drivers be a little bit more cautious? I doubt it. These drivers very aggressive. Usually, I mean, you already lost about a quarter of the field. The rest of the cars further back. You see Jamie McMurray in the 26. Drove the 42 last season for Ganassi, but now it's moved over to Roush Racing in that number 26 car. Definitely not how we wanted the season to start off. See Jeff Gordon with damage to the 24 car as well. Also not how we wanted his season to start. New colors on Gordon's car. That green and white. Sterling Marlin in his return to the series. Oh, and a big crash! Edwards around. There goes the Cinderella story. The big one. Oh, more cars piling in. Nowhere for these guys further back to go. And the big one breaks out at Daytona once again. Clint Boyer, the rookie, looking to get that thing fired back up and get it rolling again. We knew that this type of racing, these drivers being aggressive, it was not going to last long. And there it went. It's like a bomb went off once again. It's like another bomb just went off at the front of the pack. These drivers got together. They all tried to keep it straight, but unfortunately we're not able to. You see the 43 getting hooked up the racetrack by Stewart. Stewart's going to go into the wall hard, into the outside wall. Kyle Busch slides in. Kurt Busch. The track gets blocked. They all stack up against the outside wall. You see a few drivers. Stedman Marlin races in the Grand National Series. Wasn't able to qualify for that race, but luckily was able to make it into this one. He sneaks through. Regan Smith. Oh boy, we're going to have another race like yesterday's where all the top contenders get taken out. And it's just the underdogs left. I mean, your pole sitter Jimmy Johnson has heavy rear end damage. There's Clint Boyer and Robbie Gordon getting together right there. The 7 and the 07. And then, man, watch this. These drivers came down the track, and the drivers that committed to the bottom have nowhere to go. You see J.J. Yaley with a huge impact on Greg Biffle. There's Sterling Marlin. Michael Waltrip. 26 of McMurray. Elliott Sattler in the 19. I mean, a lot of good cars getting taken out. Man. This race cannot get any crazier, can it? We're only 10 laps in. Here it is at full speed. Oh, Biffle was completely stopped before that 18 got in on there. That is a huge hit, but luckily everyone's alright. I'm not sure how these drivers keep escaping injury, because these are some huge impacts. But luckily everyone's okay. We're going to take a few onboards after this. The red flag being displayed, because we're going to have a lot of cleaning up to do. Oh my goodness, that impact. Man. It's not like these guys can just stop. One, you're going through a turn. You can't brake and turn at the same time. And two, it's a really bumpy track, so it's easy to just lose it here. So you wonder why these guys. You're like, why didn't they just stop? They're going 200 miles an hour. It's hard to stop already. Go on board with Biffle here. Watch this. Great job slowing down. Tries to get through. Comes 22 down the track and bang! Oh, man. It's relatively fine until the 18 got there. For Yaley in his first full-time start. He's made a few part-time starts here in the series, but first full-time start. And, just nowhere to go. On board with Casey Kane. Right in the middle. And somehow makes it through without a scratch. How about that for luck? Whoops. Wait, where were we? Oh yeah. So Casey Kane gets through without a scratch, even though he was right in the middle of the pack as that wreck started. Let's go on board with Kyle Busch. Wild stuff here from Daytona International Speedway. Man. Oh! Goodness, Stewart hit hard. It's hit hard, watch this. More drivers came barreling into it. Nowhere for these guys to go. On board with Dale Jr. He actually made it through. Not sure how, but he did. Man, crazy, crazy stuff. Let's ride on board with Stedman Marlin. Son. Let's ride with Jimmy Johnson. He let's ride with Todd Bodine as Todd one of the drivers having to qualify, just qualified into this greatest turn in the series. Watch this. Almost got through. A little bit of contact at the end. Didn't hurt the car too bad. I mean, obviously it won't be a contender anymore from that damage, but it's not too bent up, so you'll probably be able to save that car and enter into another race. So let's ride on. We still got a lot of cleaning up to do. Let's ride on board with Kurt Busch. He actually escaped that without too much damage. A little bit of right side damage, but no severe damage really. Let's go with stop and then bang, here comes trouble. Then gets hit from behind. I believe we already right now. Right with the big ball that somehow gets through without too much contact. Let's ride with Robbie Gordon. Robbie almost made it through. Alright. Let's ride with some of the heavy hitters here. Quite literally heavy hitters. Watch this. See the wreck. They see the wreck. Trying to check up and then, oh man. It didn't even look like he slowed down any. He's checking up, he's on the brakes hard at this point, trying to get it stopped, but 130, I mean, from 200, the fact that he even slowed it down 70 miles an hour, and that amount of time is incredible, but still, right into the front end of Biffle's car, and that's why you saw Biffle walking gingerly towards the ambulance as he got out the car. It's a really hard impact, probably got banged up in there. Just on board with the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Fine here, and then watch this. Oh, man. Made it through completely fine, then got absolutely leveled from behind. But, yeah. Red flag has been lifted, yellow flag is back out. Cleanup took a while, but looks like they're finally done here. So the caution is back out, and we'll take a quick break. We should be back in time for the green. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again here from Daytona. Already two big wrecks here. We reach halfway, just like yesterday's race. The bumps. Mixed with the close racing. Making it very hard for these guys to keep it straight here. Only got a handful of cars left in the pack. I mean, lots of damaged race cars behind them, but man, look at Jimmy Johnson. Even with that heavy rear end damage, he doesn't seem to be too far off the pace. He's trying to work his way back up and avoid losing the draft. Looks like it might be a little bit too late for that, but he's still trying. Mack get up into the outside wall during that wreck. Lots of underdogs at the front of the field here. Casey Kane leading with Carl Edwards, last season's Rookie of the Year, behind him. Edwards not only was a Rookie of the Year, but also a championship contender. Daniel Suarez is leading the Cup race right now. Oh my goodness. Love to see it. Anyways, as Edwards goes to the lead, and they're way out in front. Yeah, Edwards was a championship contender and had a shot at it in the final race, but was taken out in a crash, landing Rusty Wallace his second MG Cup Series title and final MG Cup Series title as he went on to retire after that. Looking at the race for the lead as Kane seems to, he almost pulled out and tried to make a move. It looks like he's going to try to work with that 99 now, keep these two out in front. But the rest of the field trying to work together, run these guys back down. I mean, oh, we got a crash. We got a crash on the front straightaway. Oh, big impact for Chris Mack. And that's going to take him right out of this race. The 21 of Schrader's car is killed. Already had a lot of damage on that race car, but now it's even worse. And Mack trying to get that thing rolling again. Heavy damage to the rear end of that 86 car. Racing back around to the caution flag. Looks like it's going to be Edwards leading to the yellow. Let's go back and see what happened. Looks like a couple damaged cars. Looks like Mack trying to find a line. Tried to get the draft off the 86. Couldn't quite. Oh, tough break. Car's already having a bad day, already destroyed, and that makes it worse. Watch, Mack, I believe, trying to just get the draft and go on to some of these spots. Lines high off of turn 4. Tries to get the draft off the 88. Decides against it. Wants to move back to the bottom. Tries to beat Dale Jarrett down to the bottom of the racetrack and just isn't clear. The 26 of McMurray is down there. Turns right across his nose. The car started to try to get airborne there, but the roof flaps doing their job. Sets it back down under the ground. But poor Todd Bodine gets collected in that. Jeff Gordon. Chris Mack sliding along. And one more for good measure. Look at that. Impact. That the 86 ended up getting there. Really big hit. Alright. We're back. With less than 10 to go on the restart. It'll be 9 laps to go on this restart. Carl Edwards, not sure what happened to him. I believe he pitted. Yes, he did. Had some sort of issue with the car. Had to enter pit road. So he's going to be at the tail end of the field. He's trying to work his way back around now. Mack and Edwards coming off turn 4. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again. Casey Kane is your race leader. The 32 of Travis Quapple to his outside. Lots of underdogs as you see Rian Smith in third. Brendan Gaughan pushing Kurt Busch. Nice to see Gaughan back in that 77 car, even if it is just for a race. Oh, and the smoker. That's Chris Mack further back. Will he be able to make it back around? I'm not sure, but... And it looks like he might be leaking some fluid. We're going to try to keep it green here. Not. Still green. No caution yet. Drivers doing all they can to get themselves in position. You see the 77 have gone underneath the 2, and caution is out. They are calling for the caution. The 86 stopped on the front straightaway, trying to make it to pit road, couldn't quite, and there is fluid on the track as well, from the backstretch all the way 3 and 4. That 86 rolled across the apron. So these drivers trying to slow it down here. Never mind, they're racing. They're racing. Alright. Didn't think they'd do a race back with oil on the track, but I guess I guess it's not oil then. But there is fluid on the track. It's still dangerous, but for some reason these guys rolled through it perfectly fine. I'm kind of confused, but must not be serious amounts of fluid on the track. Alright, getting ready to get things back underway once again here. It'll be 4 laps to go on the restart. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again here from Daytona. Casey Kane in the lead. Another Dodge. That's Brendan Gaughan on the outside in second. And look at Jimmy Johnson with no rear end on that race car, trying to push the 9. But here comes the 8 of Dale Jr. Jr. is going to try to make a move for it. He wants to possibly win this thing. He doesn't want to be stuck behind the damaged race car. Jimmy Johnson trying to find whatever draft he can to get himself up to speed. You know that rear end damage is hurting him aerodynamically, so he's trying to use as much draft help as he can to stay in the thick of it. Just a handful of laps left, and contact. The round goes to 1 of Truex into the outside wall with Brendan Gaughan. That's going to bring out another caution. Man, the cautions just keep coming, keep on rolling out here. Yeah, instant yellow. They're going to try to slow them down here. And we're going to have a green-white checkers. Oh boy. Here we go. Green, white, checkered here from Daytona once again. Just like yesterday. This is our first attempt. Kasey Kahne, your leader. Trying to hang on. Kahne, the 2004 MG Cup Series Rookie of the Year. Still hasn't won yet. Looking for that first career win. He's going to try to do it in the biggest race of them all. Daytona 500. Looking to his outside. It's the 40 of rookie David Stremme. Can the 40 possibly do something up there in the high side? Behind them is Dale Jr. and Kurt Busch. Two big names, two drivers that know how to get it done on these plate tracks. Can they get up there and mix it up? Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again here from Daytona. 2 laps to go. It's a green-white checker. Heading through 1 and 2. Look at the gap Kasey Kahne pulls as these drivers take it 2 and 3 wide behind them. Nobody working together. Here comes Stedman Marlin in the 30 car. Stedman Marlin working his way up. And the 32 is going to go up in front of the 8 and block Dale Jr. 2 Chevys working together on top, on the outside. Here comes the 30 of Stedman though. He didn't lose much momentum. He's trying to work his way back up. Dale Jr. on the middle, or on the top. Doesn't have much help. The top line starting to falter here just a little bit. Coming to the white flag. One more time around for Kasey Kahne. Heading into 1 and 2 for the final time. Stedman Marlin back to the bottom. He's got a pretty big run on that number 9 car, but no help. Nobody working together here on the final lap. And that might be all she wrote. Stedman Marlin making a one-off start here in the Daytona 500. Does he have anything for Kasey Kahne? Trying to use the draft. He's not getting there. Off of turn 4. How about that? Kasey Kahne is going to get his first career win in the Daytona 500. What a race. A job well done for Kasey Kahne. As he gets that first win, he survives the chaos here in Daytona. And man, lots of underdogs finishing inside the top 10. Let's look at your finishing order here. At the stripe, it's Kahne leading, taking the win. Stedman Marlin P2. The 40 and the 32 side by side at the stripe. I believe Travis Kvapil just edged out David Stremme for P3. Stremme 4th, and then behind them, same thing. Kurt Busch just edges out Dale Jr. for P4 or P5. The 29 of Harvick comes home 7th. Johnson with no rear end on that car comes home 8th. The 47 of Regan Smith just edges out the 1 of Truex for 9th. So Truex rounds out the top 10. How about that for Martin Truex Jr.? What a race to kick off the season. It was an absolute demo derby at one point, just like yesterday's race, but these drivers figured it out. And Kasey Kahne wins the biggest race of them all, showing everyone what he can do, showing everyone why he's the 2004 MG Cup Series Rookie of the Year. And Kasey Kahne gonna celebrate here from Daytona. Everybody else trying to take it back to the garage, and gonna have to accept defeat here. Wow, what a race. Kasey Kahne. Kasey Kahne for Ray Evernham. That number 9 Dodge that Eversole that Bill Elliott used to drive. And I believe, did Elliott even win a race? I don't think Bill Elliott won a race, but he did drive that 9 car. And now Kane. Oh man, what a race, what a finish. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Hope to see y'all next time, and until then, peace.